President Biden leaving Washington today, scheduled to visit South Korea and Japan as tensions rise between China and Taiwan, and as Kim Jong-un fires test missiles in a show of strength from North Korea. Could tensions rise to military escalation? We'll discuss in moments.
The president's trip coming as the nation he leads is facing major crises, from a baby formula shortage that's leaving shelves empty to 9 consecutive days of record high gas prices and an illegal immigration crisis that just saw a record in April. Is now the time to leave the U.S.? We'll discuss.
And whatever happened to the birds and the bees? A pro-abortion activist testifies before Congress telling lawmakers that men can get pregnant and can have abortions. You won't want to miss our conversation about that coming up. But first, President Biden is aboard Air Force One at this hour, on his way right now to Northeast Asia.
The president will have meetings in South Korea and Japan tomorrow and over the weekend, which comes after he welcomed 2 European allies to the White House.
Newsmax Chief White House Correspondent James Rosen live in our Washington newsroom with more. Hi, James.
Bob and Katrina, good afternoon to you. Senior aides to the president said it sends a message of American strength and engagement that the president pivoted to Asia within an hour of his immersion back at the White House in European diplomacy. Less than an hour before he boarded Air Force One, the president hosted Sauli Niinisto, president of Finland, and Magdalena Andersson, Sweden's first female prime minister, one day after the pair of historically neutral countries, citing the Russian invasion of Ukraine, filed applications to join the NATO military alliance, amid some early objections from NATO ally Turkey, which sometimes aligns with Moscow. President Biden said troops from Finland and Sweden have already served alongside U.S. and NATO forces in Kosovo, Afghanistan, and Iraq.
Countries must demonstrate that they meet NATO's high standards for military interoperability, economic transparency, and democratic accountability. That's what Sweden and Finland have done.
We are open to discussing all the concerns Turkey may have concerning our membership in an open and constructive manner. These discussions have already taken place, and they will continue in the next days.
And we look forward to a swift ratification process by NATO members. And we are right now having a dialogue with all NATO member countries, including Turkey, on different levels to sort out any issues at hand.
After spending Friday in Seoul, President Biden will fly to Japan for meetings with Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, their third set of face-to-face talks. Technology and trade, climate and security will all be on the agenda, along with new steps to counter the rising threat from China. One thing to watch for in the president's visit tomorrow to South Korea, where he will meet with newly inaugurated President Yoon Suk-yeol, is a possible announcement by the Hyundai Motor Company about plans to build an electric vehicle manufacturing plant here in the United States. Katrina and Bob.
All right, James, thank you very much.